Please keep your phones on silent. And let's be quiet throughout, please. Thank you. Rory, go ahead.
Hi Ben, you obviously got a team in yourself and Matty, you're coming into it. First of all, yourself, you're back after the layoff, how do you feel?
Yeah, good. Looking forward to getting back out on the field. Worked really hard, at the back end of my rehab period back at home, and then obviously throughout the last test match as well. Put myself, for a fitness test pretty much over the last couple of days and came through that really well. So, looking forward to it. And Potsy, myself and Potsy coming in for Wokesy and Gus. I think you look at the last 7 test matches has been pretty gruelling, in particular that last one. So, I think you look at the seamers that we've got out here with us. I think it's a good time for them to have a rest, refresh the body, because they've had a really, really big summer, put in some really good performances, bowled a lot of overs, and obviously last week was pretty gruelling as well. So, a good time for them to get their feet up and have a break.
And it's an old Durham pitch, that's nice for you?
Yeah, I'm not slowly eking all the Durham team in, don't worry about that. But look, no, I think it's going to be a proud moment for the club, obviously, looking at things like that. Durham's got a great record of, producing England cricketers, in particular fast bowlers, and obviously we've seen Potsy in an England shirt for quite a while now, who's done really, really well, and Carsey with the white ball throughout the summer, and I thought he was amazing last week in his debut. I'm pretty sure he showed as to why we picked him, why we selected him, and the role that we see him playing long term in an England shirt when he gets the chance. So it'd be great to see him going again, and hopefully he can put in a similar performance, if not better, this week.
And have you had a final word on the pitch? Will you play on the same pitch as last week?
Have I heard final word?
Yeah, is it confirmation that you're playing on the same pitch?
I'd hope so. But after what that's what we know.
So what you've done to that?
Well, yeah.
Typical, is it?
No, I'd be surprised if we turn up tomorrow and we're playing a different one. But first time ever that I've played on a used wicket in a Test series back to back. I think we could sit here and say, it's definitely going to do this, it's definitely going to do that, but who knows? But I think you'd like to think that it's going to offer the spin a little bit more than it did last week. Obviously with it being used and hot, slightly drier square, so you might see a little bit more reverse swing to bring the seamers into the game. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens in that first session and that first day, and then go from there.
Are you going into the unknown in some respect, and you're starting on the day 6 pitch? I guess you can't do too much planning.
Sorry, say that again, Roy?
Are you going into the unknown a little bit? Starting a test match on a day 6 pitch, you couldn't do. I guess you don't know exactly what it's going to do at all.
I'll hopefully win the toss and bat.
Can we go Lawrence at the back? Go ahead, Lawrence.
Ben, Julie said yesterday you thought you were fitter than ever. How are you feeling? And has the break done you some good in that respect?
I've worked really hard on other, parts of my fitness side whilst I've been injured. I've obviously had a fair few injuries. It's part of what we do, part of how I play cricket and my role. Injuries are frustrating, but I like to sort of keep myself in a positive mindset, and the thing that allows me to do that is telling myself, when you get back onto the field, make sure that you're fitter than you were when you got injured. So not only do I have a goal of obviously, getting my body back into a state of being able to play, but obviously having another sort of individual goal of making sure that I'm physically fitter than when I got injured keeps me on track and keeps me positive throughout injuries, which is obviously frustrating.
Can time off actually prolong your career?
Can
time off prolong your career? You see what I mean? You're not putting your body through the rigours of the test match.
I'll always be test match cricket, so you won't see me missing a test match through unless I'm injured.
We'll go Stefan at the back, and then we'll open it up to the rest of the media. Go ahead, Stefan.
What's the situation with you both? Can you do the full job as an all-rounder?
Look, it's obviously got to be sensible. I'm obviously playing as a third seamer. to be honest, playing on a used wicket sort of made the decision a little bit easier. But as I say, you'd like to think that this is going to spin a bit more. We've got two workhorses in the team, Carty and Potsy, who just keep going and going and going. But yeah, I'm available to bowl, and obviously, when I sense the time is right for me to maybe come on and make an impact, there won't be any doubts in my mind that I can come on and bowl. But yeah, you like to think that you might be a bit more in favour of the spin, hence playing on a used pitch made the decision a little bit easier.
Was there ever a situation where you had to play just as a batter, or did you think you had to be able to bowl to come back in?
Yeah, those are sort of thoughts that I went at home through my head at home before we came out. I'd written 3 teams down with me not bowling, and it just didn't work.
Gentleman here, yeah, go ahead.
Hey Ben, it's the Google from Italy. One thing was England are just points away to get that result in test match, especially with the bad ball. So in our
Just sorry, do you mind just difficult to hear with the echo?
England always points away to get the result in test match, especially during that ball direction is rather pretty, but this time you give the only ball to get the result on a pitch where 1300 runs were scored from 3 days. So how it feels when you are sitting in the dressing room and your younger side did that?
So we always try and play to make sure that there is a result. Sometimes there'll be moments in games where you might have to do something a little bit out of the ordinary to try and keep the game alive, so that both teams have got a chance of winning. That's how, with me being captain and Baz being coach, that's how we both view cricket, is that there should be a winner. You look at our first test on our last tour, we risked losing that game in the pursuit of winning. And that's how we'll always play our cricket. Whereas last week, that wasn't really the case. We knew what we had to do. We had the bat in our hand at the end of day 3. Although it was a great game and Brook and Root was not out, there was still a lot of work to be done. We knew that we had to keep batting and get a lot of runs past their score to put way more pressure on Pakistan when it came to their turn with the bat. If we'd only managed to get 100, 150 run lead, it makes it a lot easier for Pakistan to go out there and play in a certain way, because it gives them a chance to declare and then put the pressure and responsibility back onto us. But we knew that if we went big like we did, there was only going to be one winner. Could have been a draw, but you look at how many overs that we left ourselves in the game to bowl them out. We knew that we'd left more than enough, and if Pakistan were able to block out 130 overs or play 130 overs, then fair enough. But I thought the way in which we bowled in the first innings actually set the game up for us. It was incredibly flat, and we found ways of taking 10 wickets on a wicket that was the easiest time to bat. It was no spin, no seam, no swing. We had to go through so many different plans, which I thought Pope did a great job at. I think you can look at it as if there was a Pakistan collapse, but I just thought we were outstanding with the ball in the first innings, which really set the game up for us to be able to do what we did with the ball in the 4th innings.
Ivan, how do you rate the captaincy of Kohli apart from his year's decision? And second question is, Babar Azam is not part of the 11. How England team is taking care?
Sorry, what did you say about Pope? Sorry.
How do you rate the captaincy of Kohli apart from his DRS decision?
DRS?
Decision.
Oh, right, his record. Look, DRS is one of those things that I view as they're there to use. If you think you've got a chance of one going your way, why not use it? No one's perfected how to use DRS. If you think it's a chance of being out, then you're going to review it. I've got some right, I've got some wrong. I ain't going to lose sleep over if a bowler tells me that it's out and it's not, because it's what they're there for. And Babar Azam plays for Pakistan. not our problem.
Okay, we'll finish with Matt and then the gentleman with the cap here at the front. Go ahead, Matt, one each.
But just on the pitch, you said it's the first time you've experienced anything like that. Could you just tell us sort of how you first reacted when you heard that that was Pakistan's plan, and do you think that that's a legitimate tactic?
I think if we went 1-0 down at home, we would probably be going to our groundsman at the second test saying, can we have a bit more of this, a bit more of that, to use our home advantage in our favour. I think if you look at the way that the first test played out, if another wicket like that was produced, maybe that gives us more of an advantage just because of the way that we take the game on and how we play it. Using a used pitch, brings a lot more into the game for both teams actually. So if it does spin more, if it does reverse more, there's more options there for both teams, and so could be a tactic. Not sure, but yeah, I've never seen a used pitch before using back-to-back games, and I've never seen fans that big standing as umpires.
Last question, Anto.
The England cricket team well played in the first test match and what do you see the Babar Azam, the shine of Rivi and the fast bowler Seam Shah absence in the Pakistan cricket team?
Yeah, just everything on that. That's Pakistan cricket issue, nothing to do with me.
Okay, we're done. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.